project to other teams and other people at our local library, and now we're here to present it to you in the form of a news report. Let's begin. This is a roof sheet from Dragon Ninja News reporting live at Finley Elementary School. A major earthquake has just occurred, and the Finley field is complete chaos. The kindergartners are especially sad.
I want my mommy.
Let's talk to the school principal, Mrs. Skidmore. Can you please tell us what's going on right now?
As you know, a major earthquake has occurred, and our main and only evacuation route is blocked by that fallen tree. So me and these 900 little kids are waiting until some help comes. I'm also trying to see if any of the kids need immediate medical attention.
That's a big problem. I wonder what all 900 of you are going to do.
Dragon Ninjas to the rescue! Here's a rollout bridge that we can use to safely cross the marsh.
Single file, kids!
Thanks to the Dragon Ninjas, we've all safely crossed the marsh into a nearby neighborhood called Cascadian. Let's talk to the Dragon Ninjas about their solution. So why did you decide to solve this problem?
A few weeks ago, we had a meeting with Miss Skidmore. She told us her concern about evacuating so many people at the Finley field. She said that she would like a bridge across the marsh into the Cascadian neighborhood, but that the neighbors around it may not like it. That's why we came up with the solution of a temporary rollout bridge.
Exactly how does the bridge work?
When it's getting installed, it is first bolted down on one side, then rolled across the marsh. Then it is bolted down on the other side just for safety. And when it's not being used, it is rolled up and stored in a shed which is on the Finley field. This is a model of our bridge that we built. It is bolted down on one side like this, and then it's rolled across the marsh.
Where did you get the idea of a rollout bridge?
We need a solution that was temporary and inexpensive, that whom will remember a rollaway pathway. It can roll up for easy storage and roll out to form a pathway. Then I remember my magic roll. It can bend like this and stay straight like this. We can use these ideas as a bridge. But combine the idea of the magic rope and the rollaway pathway, we got the idea of a rollout bridge.
How did you research for your solution?
We first studied all the natural disasters on naturesfury.net. Then we met with experts from Red Cross and Scott Purge from the Emergency Management Cooperative, and they told us that there's a high chance of a major earthquake in the Pacific Northwest. Then, as Rishabh mentioned, we had a conference with our principal, Mrs. Skidmore, and she told us about her concern. Then we studied the marsh for other evacuation routes.
What other solutions did you consider using?
We considered using a permanent bridge, but then we thought the Cascadian Homeowners Association might not like that because it stays there and parents might use it to drop off and pick up their children from the school.
Can the bridge be used in any other situations?
Yes, it can be used to cross any obstacles which block the road. If there's a crack in the ground caused by the earthquake or any other reason, the bridge can help cross over it. It can also be used during flash floods due to heavy rain or to avoid icy and slippery paths, so it can be used in nearly any emergency.
How much time does the bridge take to install?
It takes 10 to 20 minutes to install because it takes a few minutes to get out of the shed and to the marsh and 10 minutes to finish the setup.
How much does the bridge cost?
It cost a few hundreds of dollars because it's made out of wood, and wood is lighter and less expensive than metal. Let's say we're using metal. It would cost much more and be a lot heavier.
Thank you, Dragon Ninjas. And Mrs. Skidmore, does this solution address your concern?
Yes, it does. Because as you just saw, we were trapped in that field, and the Dragon Ninjas came and rolled out their bridge. And once we crossed, we are now safe in Cascadian. I'm very, very proud of the Dragon Ninjas.
Thank you, Dragon Ninjas, and thank you, Mrs. Skidmore. Once again, this is a roof sheet from Dragon Ninja News reporting live at Cascadian. Bye! Cheers!
United we stand, divided we fall. Dragon Ninjas are the best of all.
Good job. Very good. So this idea is really cool. So it reminds me of like this military people must have to do something like this, right? A military, and so if you looked at what kind of existing solutions there are for building portable bridges.
There is one bridge called the Curling Bridge, and we have a photo of it.
Okay.
And so it
Cool.
rolls up and then it rolls out.
Uh-huh.
is a permanent structure. See, after it rolls up, it stays there. It cannot be moved. But our bridge can be moved after it's rolled up.
And it's powered by a motor.
The curving bridges or your?
Yes, it's powered by a motor, and
Uh-huh.
ours just a person has to walk over it.
Okay.
So we kind of use this, so kind of a model, if we can use other people.
Uh-huh.
So then, this person's setting it up, and these people are walking over it.
So what
And
would
so
you?
that's actually the EV3 trend, and so when you're trying to combine the two ideas, we thought of the EV3 trend because one way it only has it has a curve and it stays at that curve. It doesn't go any farther. It doesn't bend either. It bends only to that curve no more. And so that's how we got the idea. And
It's like this. So it goes it like this over here and then
so the volts on this. So the volts in this example, it has to be it has to be diagonal. It can't be straight down because then the bridge just falls into the marsh. But
So it actually doesn't sit on the marsh, it
it
bridges over the top of the marsh.
So,
Yeah, it goes in a
longer,
arc.
but
And how long is the bridge?
well, it